So from here, I'm up, come across, hand across the head. He's got enough space to escape, so I come across. If I have him switch away, that's fine. I catch, now try. As I come here, I'm moving my hips up because I'm trying to lock his arm out. So he goes into pinch. I come down here, I'm catching his posture. I'm here. Now notice, I started out parallel and I've turned like a blade. So as I come here and I'm around, I'm in good stead for an armbar, but this piece might not be as secure as I want. And he's gonna, as he pulls this out, as this goes over, I'm gonna kick that out a little bit rather than so as he pulls out this time, if I go over here and now I just try to start locking up, he's kind of right on. Okay, so this allows Ronnie to get posture, and we'll talk about that in a second. But so if he can get posture, go ahead and get posture. Good. And now I got to start to work back to get his posture broken down. But if in the transition, as I'm going over his head, I'm kicking out this leg. When I kick out the leg, my head goes from here to this side. Now I can control his posture better. I can access my own shin, and I can even control using the foot before I lock up. Okay, so after we get to here, he pulls that out. As I'm letting this leg go over his head, this one kicks out. Keep the pressure down. I want to have like a 90 degree with his neck. And now here we are. Okay? Alright, so the next drill, he comes here, same thing, he pulls over. Okay? Boom. Now, you tell me why the triangle is so good. Succinctly. What's so good about the triangle? Why do we like the triangle? True. What's that? Tough to get out. Good. Other stuff's available too. That's the great logo. That's true. I thought you were pointing to Kimura, but that's fine. Okay. But so the thing is, like Ronnie didn't actually say, but I interpreted. You have this stuff. You have all sorts of ways you can control without moves. You can light them up here too. Okay? So here's the thing. From here, even if I have a good angle, some guys will try to get their posture again. Okay? So as he tries to get up from there, very easy for me to come over, and now I have an even tighter armbar. Okay? So that's going to be the next drill. Up, one, catch, come across, he pulls out. Boom, I pull here, he postures, and then I pass. Okay? Okay, so I come up here, we go through the whole thing. We come here, we have this, he pulls out, boom, I get to here. Now notice, this is part of this, I'm trying to make myself perpendicular, so I can get this triangle. He can still get his posture to some extent, right? And I'm out at the side where this angle is still open to me, okay? So it's really easy to get the armbar. But let's say instead, once I get to here, when I get the triangle, Ronnie decides to move his hips directly in front of mine. So he squares up to me, here, now it's more difficult, right? Now if I had this arm and I try to go for this armbar, I might be able to turn it over, but he can also come up and stack me very easily. Okay? Just stack a little bit. But he can stack me very easily. Okay? And I don't have good mechanics here. So that's why if he decides once we're over here and I'm to the side, and before I can get this over, he moves in front of me. Yep. So now I have to think of how I can still get this. Some people, you know, are going to continue to work for the triangle, but there's a nice little trick here. He squares up and gets his posture, okay? Posture. I let him go with that, and I lock right here. Boom. That's a very deep armbar, and if he tries to stack me, okay, there's no stack because of this angle. Okay? So, one more time, and we're just working on the triangle. Okay? Once we get to this stage, once we're at this stage where the triangle's locked, instead of staying, I'll stay where I am, but he wants to get a better position, so he moves to the center, okay, where he can get his posture. I kind of wait for that posture to come up, and I go with it, and boom. It's a very good framed up structure here, and this just kind of loops over to hold his back in place, okay? Okay? It's this top leg. This top leg is going to be the one as he gets his posture. It's going to come in front of his face. Don't hit him. And I lock him right here. Okay, so you can see this. Kind of like a go-go plata. Okay? But from here, it's important that I finish the structure so he doesn't just able to push me down here. So I'm going to come over and control. And then I have this. So as long as you can remember, this is the one, this is the one. And then you have it's a very strong arm. And he can't really back out because I've got him stuck here. He can't stack me up because of this. And I have an extension. Mihai was asking this. Scott had a kind of related question. So we'll start from the triangle over here. As he gets his posture, I'm gonna use that energy to kind of build this structure. Okay? But once I'm here, I don't want this inside because this is weak. I want to squeeze that as much as possible so that it's, you know, all I have to do is have a tight armbar. Okay? So it's a bad armbar to be falling in general. So as I come up here, Nani uses that to come across, and over here, yeah, I can turn his leg in so he doesn't have this flare out. Because if he's flared out, push that knee towards the back wall. Yeah. Just by pushing that knee, he already starts to hyperextend a little bit more. And it's easy for him. I can't push him in. This lassos me in too. I can't really escape to the back. But if this structure is weak, if I feel I can press the knee that way, and even pass. So make sure. So the key element here is, as soon as he comes up, and this is, I want to lock that, I want to push my knee that way, drape this over, and then it's no problem. But if Ronnie sees that my knee is, you know, just over, but I'm not committing like that, he can turn his shoulder a little bit, push down. I might even still be holding onto the arm, but man, he just jumps over the top of my hip, just jump over. Boom, now it's nothing. And he's past my guard through. So now I have to work from here. So the important thing is this architecture. Flare this out, and you got the guy here. As soon as this collapses, it becomes weak. He can start to turn you, break your structure, and now you have to defend the pass. So something to keep in mind.